Okay, let's test the volume. Testing, testing. All right, let's do this. Good morning, happy Monday. I decided to stay inside this morning instead of recording outside. It's a beautiful morning, but I need to make my tea, so we're gonna make the tea together. It's been it's been an interesting past couple of weeks, so I wanted to start off. Hold on, I'm gonna start keep my water boiling. I wanted to start off by saying I want to thank you so much for all of your support, your condolences. Those of you that are not aware, my mother did pass away September 12th. That week, I canceled my classes. Kelly took over one of my Tuesday classes. So I want to thank you for allowing me that time to go through the process. For those of you that have asked how I'm doing, or those of you who are interested how I'm doing, I truly am okay. It's been a very long process. My mom had dementia. She was diagnosed with dementia in 2010, likely was, exhibiting signs before then. So it's been a long process of mourning her loss for a very long time. So I truly do feel this sense of freedom, like a lift of a burden from my heart and my body. I mean, it's palpable. It's very interesting. So when I say that I'm okay, I really am. So I'm still working through a lot of things, but overall, I'm doing okay. And related to life changes, how about? I wanted to talk about the book that we're going to discuss during yoga talks, The Alchemist. This is one of my favorite books. This is a very simple story about a shepherd boy going on a quest. I'm not going to give you too many more details. The story is simple. The impact is profound. The way that you interpret the story, the way that it speaks to you, goes above the book itself. So what we're going to do is this coming Wednesday in Yoga Talks. So our Yoga Talks session is Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. to 8:30. They're right after Kelly's intermediate class. And we will, this Wednesday, I'm putting together a syllabus. We're going to be talking about this book for, I don't know how long yet. So once I put together the syllabus, we'll have an idea of how long it's going to take for us to read the book and then discuss it. It's a very short book, very easy read. This is a simple book. And so I encourage you to read along with us. If you can't come into class, I'll put the syllabus online. However, the really interesting part will be, what we discuss. It will be interesting to see how people react to the book based on what's going on in their lives. So again, I'll have the syllabus ready this coming Wednesday, and the following Wednesday, do the math, I don't know, October something, because this week ends September, I can't believe it. So anyway, the following Wednesday will actually be the first class where we're discussing something. So you'll be expected to read some pages. So look out for that. And, think about, so just this past week we had a new moon, which is a sign, a time of new beginnings. The moon is in its new phase, starting to wax up to a full moon, which we'll have here soon. And we also had a couple different holidays that symbolized New Year's, new beginnings as well. So take some time to think about where your mindset is. New beginnings happen all the time. But just as the main concept of The Alchemist states, if you want something bad enough, the world conspires to make it happen. You just have to follow the signs. So if there are new beginnings and doors opening, it's up to you to walk through those doors. The door doesn't come to you. You have to go to the door. So think about the things that are happening around you in your life, and be open to those things. For example, experience emotions. You know, I can speak from a personal standpoint. I'm not going to get too personal because I don't want to bum everybody out first thing in the morning. But the experiences that I had with my mom prior to her death, being with her for many hours in a day, coming home and being with myself after having been with my mom, I did not try to block out my emotions. There were times, excuse me, there were times when I wanted to not be sad, and so I would choose to watch something funny or read a book that was really engaging to take my mind off of it. But when I was with my mom, for example, I allowed myself to experience the emotions. I was very open to that. And the person there, I didn't hide my emotions from her. For right or for wrong, experiencing emotions, especially in the presence of my mother, was very important to me. She had always been there for me, allowing me to do all sorts of emotions. That was one of the wonderful things about my mom. We would have times of what we called primal screams, where we would stand in the middle of the house, and like when life just builds up so much, we just would scream at the top of our lungs and release that energy. It was very cathartic. So emotions around my mother just seemed very natural. And so I was able to, I gave myself the time to see the emotions, to feel them, to try to figure out, what am I feeling? Why are there moments during my mother's death where I'm actually feeling happy or light? So thinking about what you are experiencing and how this is having an impact on your life now, and then maybe reflect on it later. So anyway, leave your mind open, leave your heart open to different feelings and emotions and thoughts and experiences, and read The Alchemist and see how this book speaks to you. And what I recommend, and this is what we're going to be doing in our group, is I recommend writing down what you think. Maybe there's some, depending on which book copy you get, there's some blank pages at the back. If you're like me, you need like a whole book of blank pages. A journal. But take some time, maybe even write notes and stick them in the pages so that when you go back and read this later in a different time of life, you might have a different experience. So read it, take notes on it, feel it, see what happens. If you have any comments about the book, please do leave comments on this page or email me, berg@yogahappiness.com. If you're interested in coming to Yoga Talks and you're not really sure what to do, shoot me an email. Again, berg@yogahappiness.com. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I think it's supposed to cool down around Thursday. We won't be living in the middle of summer in September, October. So have a wonderful week. I hope to see you in class. Thank you. Okay, that's still really hot. Whew.